Hello, my name is Daniel Gopar. In this video, what we're going to be doing is expanding from what we did last time. So what we're going to add is a pop-up to display whenever the user press enter. So if it's correct or if it's wrong, it's going to show a pop-up and it's going to say a message. So let's just get started. But before we do anything, we have to do like many things. Import from the Kivy library. So from kivy.uix.popup import pop up. There you go, just like that. And of course it's giving me an error because we haven't used it, so let's go ahead and use it. So where should we put it? Let's just put it under the keypad class, above the keypad. So again, put the little hashtags or pound signs, whatever you young kids call it these days, because yeah. So create a class. So let's just call it math. No, it's a class name, so it has to be capitalized. Math pop up, and it's gonna inherit from pop up. And documentation for pop up. Let's just say pop up for telling user whether he got it right or wrong. Yeah, sure, why not? So self.args, what's it gonna take? Yeah, it's going to do that. It's going to do args, and it's also going to take quargs. Yep, there you go. So let's just copy this and then paste it over here, because that's exactly what we're going to do. And why is it complaining? Invalid syntax. Oh my god, it's just need one. Why didn't you guys tell me? Alright, cool, now we're back in business. Alright, so next we're going to create a couple of constants that we're going to use inside the class variables. So for example, we're going to do good, which is going to be this, and you guys see right now why. And also bad, which is going to be this. It's going to be correct answer is, and we're going to put a little bit of markup because we're going to use markup. Is this /b? Yeah, it's like this. Alright, cool. And don't worry if you guys don't know what all of this is right now, you're going to see it all fit together. So next we're going to do a good list, which is going to be, let's see, what should we put? Awesome, exclamation, something like capitalized, and then amazing, capitalized, excellent, capitalized, and correct. So we're going to use these randomly, and we're going to create a list out of this. And then we also have the bad list, which is going to be almost, and next is going to be close. So you guys can put whatever, but this is what I'm doing it. Sorry, let's do like that, and don't worry. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see what else. And we're also gonna do some object properties. So for example, message equals object property, and wrap button equals object property. And if you guys remember, object properties just means grab this ID from the Kivy file. So it goes to the Kivy file, it looks for the math pop-up definition in the Kivy file, and grabs whatever ID this is tied to. Since we haven't gone to the Kivy file, if we run this, it's gonna be a default of none. So right now, once we finish this class, we're gonna go to the Kivy file and add everything that we need. Alright, cool. I think that's everything for the class definitions. So let's just go next. So for example, def open. So it's going to be self, and then correct equals true. So by default, the variable correct is going to be set to true. So alright, so if answer is correct, take off button if it's visible. So the way we're going to make it is, in the Kivy file, we're going to create the definition, and we're going to make the button visible by default. And in here, in this class, we're going to make it so that if it's correct, the user doesn't have to press a button or anything. It just, the pop-up just disappears in like 3 seconds. And if it's wrong, the button is displayed and we have to wait for the user to press OK. That way the user has time to read what was the correct answer and think about why that was correct, the answer. Like for example, the user doesn't understand why 5 plus 5 is 10. It might take him a couple seconds to get it through his his head, just like, oh yeah, that's right, 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, I get it. All right, next, stuff like that, all right, cool. So if correct, what we're gonna do is if self.wrap button in self.content.children. So content is the stuff that the math pop-up has, and the children, well then, yeah, you guys get what it says. It's pretty straightforward. Then self.content.add. Oh no, self.content. Not add, remove. What am I thinking? Content.remove. How do you spell removed? Oh my god. Is it like this? No. There's no auto completion. What the heck? Self.wrap button. Well, if it brings an error, it brings an error. Whatever. Else. Oops. Come on, mate. No, mate. No. Go back. There you go. Alright. So this one, it's basically the same. Oops. Nope. If answer is wrong, display button if not visible. Alright, cool. That's pretty straightforward. If self.wrap button not in self.content children, then self.content.add widget.self.wrap button. Bam. You see how simple that is? Dang, just 2 if statements, and both of these are basically the same. The only difference is this, the not and the whether remove or add. So yeah, whatever. Alright, cool. So now what we're gonna do is set up text message to display. So self.message.text is going to be equal to self.prep text. And right now we're gonna create this method. There we go. Oh my god, I don't even remember what I'm doing. So let's just for now imagine that the prep text is already there, and let's continue on. So next we're gonna display pop up, and that's pretty straightforward. We do super, so we're gonna call its parent because it's already defined. So what the heck? Why do double the work? Math pop up dot self dot open. Bam. So that opens it. Now what we do, if it's correct, the answer is correct, then we do clock, and I have not imported that yet, so let's do that. cm clock. No import candidate found. Wow. Alright, so right now I have to look up the documentation for what is clock, so give me a second. Actually no, let's just copy what I do and then we'll import it right now. Clock.schedule once self.dismiss. So this is what's happening. It's gonna go to the clock module, and this module has something that schedules once, so it's called just once, and in that it accepts the function to be called, the self.dismiss. So this obviously dismisses the pop-up. Everything is pretty clear right now, and this says for how long to wait. So it's 1 second if I remember correctly. So now, yeah, so let me go check about what the heck was that. So the import. So give me a second, let me pause the video. Alright guys, so I now know what the import statement was. I forgot what it was. So let's go all the way to the top and just do from Kivy.clock import clock. There we go. So do that and the error should go away. So now let's go back to where we were. Bam, that's where we were, and it is gone. So schedule once, let's look at the documentation, and oh great, can't find the documentation. Alright, whatever, we can live without that. Alright, so just as I was saying, we haven't created the what's it called? the prep text, this function right here. Oh my god, I'm forgetting things. So let's go ahead and define it. So it's def.prep text, and it's gonna take self as always, and it's gonna take correct. Bam, just like that. Alright, so if correct, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab the index of the predefined list that we made at the class definition, and run it. So it's going to be from 0 to the length of good list minus 1. Else, oh no wait, and we're going to return that. Return self.good.format self.good good list index. Yeah, that should be it. So we grab the index, so it's going to return amazing, good job, or whatever, and it's going to format the good string to return that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Else, what we're going to do is basically do the same thing right here, except instead of a good list, it's going to be the bad list. So yep, exactly like that. And then we're going to do math screen is equal to app.get running instance. No, get running app. Yeah, there we go. Get running app. So this returns the instance that is currently running. And what we're going to do is return the root. We're going to go to the root, and then from there return the math screen. Bam, just like that. And what does it say? Okay, cool. Math screen has not been used, so we're going to use it right now. Answer equals math screen dot get answer. So remember, that's already predefined the get answer. Bam. Look at that. So simple and so easy. Next, what we're going to do is return the bad string formatted. So return self.bad.format that so it's going to take the self.bad list, something from the bad list, with the index that we randomly generated, and it's going to return the answer as well. So it can show, good, nice try, but this was the answer, just like that. So then yeah. So then it goes back here, this happens, self.text message, it displays, opens it, and if it's correct, it dismisses it in 1 second. Or whatever. Alright, cool. Oh man, this took 12 minutes. That was a lot longer than I expected. Alright, so in the next video we're going to do the Kivy file. So if you run this right now, I'm not even sure what the heck's going to happen. So if you want, just run it. If it works, it works. But obviously it's not going to display the math pop-up because we haven't done anything yet. Oh, and one thing before we continue on, let's get a running definition. Let's create a math pop-up instance in the root. There we go. So also right here, self.math pop-up equals math pop-up. Damn, just like that. Because we are going to use this baby right now, obviously in the root. All right, so I'll continue in the next part. Thank you.